up, everybody? This is Jay the Wonder with Oakland Latinos Unidos, a.k.a. Oakland Latinos United, the voice of the Latino community in the Bay Area, California, YouTube, and beyond. I'm out here at a protest against the law in Arizona, the racist SB1070 law, and I ran into this man, a man I've seen on the news, I've seen anywhere, I've seen all over, and it's a pleasure that he agreed to do an interview with me. What's your name and where you from?
Jack Bryson, originally from San Francisco, but I've been living in Oakland about 20 years.
And tell everyone why you've been on the news and why you've kind of become known around here.
Oscar Grant, my two sons were with Oscar Grant the night he was killed, along with Michael Greer, John Two Codwell, Chris, Jamil, Carlos, June, Safina, my sons Nigel and Jackie, they were all across the street.
Right over here, huh?
Right over there, going to my house down the street, and unfortunately Oscar was murdered, and my sons were beaten in jail, along with the other young men. So ever since then, just been active in my community, make sure that doesn't happen again. And this is part of my community right here too, you know?
Yeah. And what do you think about the whole outcome of the verdict?
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good. I understand why they had an all-white jury, why they moved it to Los Angeles, you know, an all-white jury to listen to a lawyer that was representing the police officer who was white.
And even the ones I heard that were Latinos on the jury were like related to cops and shit like that.
Cops.
Yeah, so
they love the police officers.
Yeah, so it wasn't like Latinos from the hood that in LA and East LA or in the barrios of South Central.
Like our brothers and sisters here,
yeah,
who had a guilty verdict.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like the ones that don't understand what we're doing here. It's the ones that don't understand what the young men on the platform went through.
Yeah.
You know, it's the ones, I guess, would you say sellout?
Yeah, I hear you. Tío Tacos, you ever heard that term? It's basically a Mexican Uncle Tom. Tío Tacos?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that one.
But, yeah, man, so what brings you to this protest particularly today? And what's your opinion on the SB1070 law, which is a racist, fascist law in Arizona? In my book, anyways.
Yeah, no, it is. If Arizona starts this, it's going to be a domino effect to all over the United States. And when you talk about black and brown, when you talk about brown people, you're talking about brown people come from all over.
Yeah.
Brazil, Dominican, Panama,
Salvador,
you know,
which is where my dad's from.
Yeah, you're talking about you're doing a genocide on black and brown men now by the police killing us.
Yeah.
Now you want to lock us up just for trying to go to work, just for trying to live it. Exactly. I don't see them going around arresting Nazis or skinheads.
And then you know Nazis and skinheads are actually at the border with guns, right? I don't know if you heard this.
No.
The neo-Nazis in Arizona are actually at the border with guns, and it almost reminds me of something of the Klan patrolling in the South back in the days. Swear to God, if you don't believe me, look it up on YouTube.
I went to Los Angeles to support when the Nazis went out to march.
Yeah.
Brown brothers.
Yeah.
I went out there, man. I had to support it. You know, I don't know much about it. I feel bad, but I'm learning.
Yeah, I hear you.
From here on out, you know, this is my community. Activism is my community now, you know.
Yeah, I've been active for about 3 or 4 years now, and I was kind of lost until, you know, I just started seeing the bullshit and the reality of things, you know, and I woke up. And I've been doing this blog, and I've been working with other organizations to try to bring some justice and some change in our communities.
See, and what you're doing what the media won't do.
Yeah.
What you're doing is bringing the truth and the light of what's really going on in the community. And we need people like you and all over to keep the community aware of what's going on, because the media is not going to let us know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they didn't let us know, like they didn't let you know what was going on in the Oscar Grant murder trial.
Yeah.
The racism that was displayed there. How Oscar was called the nigger before he was killed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and Oscar was with some black and brown young men.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that on the video. Matter of fact, the video I made when that happened, I actually specifically mentioned that Oscar Grant was with Latinos and blacks, and the police seen that as a big-ass threat.
Exactly.
And, you know, they see us as a threat, and, you know, that's why like I tell people, I'm not completely anti-police, but I'm against police bullshit and harassment. If you're gonna be a cop in our community, you better get to know our community and learn how to treat our community for what it is, not treat it like a piece of shit. Not come from fucking Danville or Tracy, yeah, and come to our community and patrol and control. That ain't happening.
You're supposed to be here to protect and serve.
Exactly.
Not kill us, man.
Yeah. Or beat our ass.
Or beat our ass or jail us. Every time we turn around, what do we see? A black or brown young man being shot in his back, and that's justified?
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. And like you say, there's some damn good police officers out there that care about their community, but they're being overshadowed by the racist ones that slip through. When they talk about training, that's all I hear about training. Training. You cannot train a racist police officer when he slips through his training, when he slips through the promotion, whatever, when he gets hired. If he's a racist and you're giving him a gun and a badge and putting him in our community, which he doesn't understand, you're asking for trouble.
Exactly. It's kind of like those Nazis in the border. Come on now, they say they're there to combat what do they say? Narco trafficking, and what do they say? And an invasion of our borders. But you know, they have guns, high-power rifles. They're white supremacists, and they hate brown and black people. You know that that's a bad combination. It's kind of the same, kind of a culmination in a way.
Do you see police officers gunning them down? Now,
no.
A bunch of black young men or brown young men went to that border and said, no, we're going to protect our border from these racist white supremacists.
Exactly.
What happened to them? They would have been gunned down by now.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's how hypocritical this country is. If they would have been gunned down, and this country would have said, oh, they were left anti-Americans or left-wing communists, you know what I mean? And that's the stigma they put a lot of us in.
And I heard this lady from the Tea Party saying, we want our country back. Our forefathers fought and built this country. No, your forefathers killed, destroyed, kidnapped, and raped this country.
Yep.
From our brown and black, you know.
And red brothers.
And red brothers. All third world people.
Yeah.
And now you're saying you want your country back? This was never your country
to begin with, yeah.
So why do my brothers and sisters have to have a visa to get back in here?
That's what it is, man. It is what it is. It's colonial bullshit, colonial mentality, you know?
You go over to Europe and say, we want.
Yeah.
That's like going over to Europe and saying, give us our country back.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, if we go to Europe, you hear what happens in Spain. If you're indigenous, like from Peru or Bolivia, and you go to Spain, they treat you like shit out there.
Yeah. Funny you say that. My father's from Peru.
For us?
Yeah.
So you're half Peruvian?
Yeah, my sons are black and brown, you know. All the young men, some of them were black and brown, some of them were black.
There's blacks in Peru. And the Afro-Peruvians. You know the music, right? Like Lando and Afro-Peruvian music? Yeah.
One of this is proud joining us. If it is, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, more people are showing up. That's cool. But yeah, man, it was good talking to you, man. My name's Jose. They call me Jay the Wanderer on YouTube. A lot of people know me. A lot of people don't like me, but I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm doing what I gotta do. But I heard a lot about you, and I'm really glad you agreed to do this interview. I'm Mexican and Salvadorian for your information.
Brother, man.
Yeah, we're all brothers, sisters, everything. All right, man. Well, be safe, man. And down with that motherfucking law in Arizona.
Exactly.
All right, bro.
We plan on working with you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
We do this in big numbers, man. We got to come together as one. That's the only way we're going to make it, because they're coming together as one under one white supremacy.
Yeah, exactly. They call it tea parties.
Tea parties, white supremacy.
Yeah, and all that bullshit. All right, bro.
Thank you, brother.
I just did an interview with Jack Bryson. His son was with his sons were with Oscar Grant the day he got murdered right here.
My man, can I get your information?
Yeah, for sure. This is Jay the Wanderer signing off.